Alright, let's chat about Syria, where every day is a struggle to survive. Families in northwest Syria are literally freezing in shelters with no heat, no food, and a healthcare system that's completely fallen apart. Big global aid groups are swamped, and world leaders, they're too caught up arguing about money and politics. Meanwhile, people are losing their lives. Let's face the harsh truth, it seems like there's always money for wars. But when it comes to saving lives, suddenly everyone's broke. Why does the military get billions, but aid groups have to rely on crowdfunding? Think about Peter Singer's story of the drowning child, but with a dark twist. If you'd save one kid right in front of you, why does that same compassion disappear when it's thousands of kids far away? Are we just morally bankrupt, or are we just numb to it all? Here's what we can do. Donate to groups that are actually helping out. And spread the word so these stories don't get lost in all the clickbait. And hey, governments, stop hiding behind red tape and start valuing lives like they actually mean something. Alright, so get this, the UN just gave the green light to a 3.72 billion budget for 2025. A big chunk of that cash is going to help developing countries that are stuck without access to the sea, thanks to their geography and the way global trade works. Sounds like a good cause, huh? But here's the thing. The UN hasn't exactly aced it when it comes to handling massive budgets. The real question is, how much of this money will actually make a difference? And how much will vanish into the abyss of paperwork and red tape? It's like a big old game of trust me, bro. Some folks are doubting whether this money will really help anyone, or if it'll just get swallowed up by never-ending meetings, consultants, and flashy photo ops. Critics are saying it's all just for show at best. It's fake kindness at worst. It's straight-up corruption. This whole situation brings us to Rawls' theory of justice. It's all about helping those who are struggling the most, right? But what happens when that help doesn't reach the people who need it most? Is it still justice, or is it just another empty promise? So what's the solution here? It's all about being upfront and honest. The UN should give us real updates, no BS, just the facts. And while they're dealing with the major stuff, we can back up those smaller groups that are out there making a difference without all the fancy conferences. Cool, right? Alright, let's dive into the latest season of US politics. It was crazier than your fave TV show. Leadership changes were all the rage. And by the end of the election, someone unexpected stole the spotlight. No matter where you stand, one thing's for sure, trust in leadership and the media took a hit. This brings up a classic question: how do we balance honesty and stability? Democracy only thrives when trust goes both ways. Leaders need to be open, and we need to stay in the loop. Without that balance, things get shaky, and we're left wondering who's really calling the shots here. Transparency isn't a bonus, it's a must. Leaders and the media gotta give it to us straight, no sugarcoating. And for us, we gotta ask questions, get involved, and show up. 'Cause democracy is a team effort, right? Alright, let's dive into Ireland's fishing scene. So here's the deal: overfishing, Brexit rules, and costs shooting up have really put a strain on it. And guess what the government's come up with? They're offering cash to fishermen to junk their boats in the name of saving the environment. I mean, that sounds awesome for the planet, doesn't it? But hold up, there's a downside to this. Entire communities are losing their livelihoods. This is like the shady side of being eco-friendly. Some folks are saying it's too easy for big shots in suits to demand sacrifices when they're not the ones feeling the pinch. Coastal towns are getting left in the dust, all for show. But hey, being sustainable doesn't have to mean wiping out whole communities. What governments should do is invest in other options, like ecotourism or eco-friendly fish farming. instead of just throwing money at the issue and walking away. Finding a balance is tough, but it's doable with some work, you know? Damn, the world is a chaotic, polarizing, and jam-packed with tough decisions. But that ain't no reason to turn a blind eye. What's your take, huh? Can we juggle staying alive with serving up some justice? How the hell do we push for a planet that's fair for all? Share your 2 cents down below. Till we meet again, keep that curiosity alive. Stay deep in thought. And remember, transformation ain't gonna happen by dodging the awkward, it's gonna come from tackling it like a boss.